Hello, my friends. I am João Felipe, and this is an upper intermediate level lesson. So let's enjoy the free time that a lot of us have now because of this quarantine and learn some vocabulary related now to illnesses and injuries. First of all, if you are not feeling okay, if you're not feeling very well and feeling a little down, your body hurts, click the like button and subscribe and share this video with your friends before you know. Number one, feeling a little under the weather. I'm feeling a little under the weather. This means that you're not feeling okay, you're not feeling very well, you're probably not gonna die, but you need rest, you need to stay home, sleep, not going to work, not going to exercise, and you should be okay. Just rest and wait. Number two, he has a sore throat. If you have a sore throat, it means that you probably have an infection that was caused by a virus or a bacteria in your throat. Your throat hurts, you can't speak, you can't swallow food, your voice doesn't come out, you have this pain over here. Depending on how serious you might think it is, or depending on how much it hurts, you might want to consider seeing a doctor. And if you go to the doctor will probably treat the symptoms, and he or she will give you some painkillers and anti-inflammatories to relieve the pain. Number three, I have an awful backache. Ache means a prolonged period in pain. It is, you're not gonna feel pain just for a brief moment. The pain is gonna be constant and for a long period of time. The word ache can be a verb, as in, my back aches, and it can also be a noun. I have a terrible ache on my back. I have a terrible ache on my back. So the word ache can be a verb and a noun. An interesting thing about this word is that you can combine it with other body parts. For example, backache, stomachache, earache, headache, toothache. Number four, she has a fever, she's running a fever, or she has a temperature. This means that your normal body temperature is higher than normal. For humans, a normal body temperature ranges from 36.6, 36.5 to 37.4 degrees Celsius, or 97.7 degrees Fahrenheit to 99.4 degrees Fahrenheit. You can measure your temperature with a thermometer. Keep in mind that fever itself is not a disease, but rather a symptom to a disease process, which can go from a simple infection to something more serious like brain damage or even cancer. Number five, he is choking. Choking means that your airway is blocked. In other words, you can't breathe. Choking can happen by an allergic reaction or the airway being blocked by something solid like food. If the blockage is partial, the person might be able to clear it out by coughing. But if the airway is completely blocked, the person might need immediate help, as this is a life or death situation. Number six, his face is red. He's having an allergic reaction. An allergic reaction is a response that our body has to possibly thousands of different substances. These substances can be dust, pollen from flowers, some medication, or even insects like bees. The symptoms of an allergic reaction can be mild, like a rash, and you can sneeze a few times, or the symptoms can be severe, like vomiting or trouble breathing, which can lead into choking to death if you're not treated in time. Number seven, he is bleeding. Bleeding means that blood is coming out of your body, and it can be caused by a cut. And depending on how deep the cut is and where you're hurt, you might need to go to the doctor, and he or she will put stitches on it. But if it's a small cut, you can just put a band-aid in it and you should be fine. Number 8, he sprained his ankle or he's twisted his ankle. If you sprained your ankle or if you twisted your ankle, it means that the joint of your ankle has been forced beyond the limit. This can normally cause swelling and a lot of pain. Depending on how much it hurts, you might need to go to the doctor, and he or she will require an image exam like an X-ray or a magnetic resonance. Best case scenario, your doctor will prescribe some anti-inflammatories, painkiller, and resting. Worst case scenario, you might need to undergo the doctor's knife surgery. Number 9, he has burned himself. A burn injury means that some part of our body has gotten in contact with something hot, like a hot surface or a hot liquid. Burn injuries are very common domestic accidents, and it can also be caused by electricity or some chemical elements that can react with the skin. Burn injuries are very painful, and depending on the depth, you might need to go to the doctor. It's always a good idea to keep away from hot surfaces and carefully handle hot liquids, especially while cooking. Number 10, he has broken his legs. Broken bones or fractures are also very common domestic accidents. They are caused when the bone is submitted to an impact, pressure greater than the bone can withstand, or diseases like osteoporosis. If you break a bone, there's no other alternative. You'll have to go to the doctor, and he or she will give you a cast to immobilize it. And worst case scenario, you might need a surgery. I'm feeling a little under the weather. He has a sore throat. I have an awful backache. She has a fever. She's running a fever. She has a temperature. He's choking. His face is red. He has an allergic reaction. He's bleeding. He's twisted his ankle. He sprained his ankle. He has burned himself. And finally, he has broken his leg.